From Oracle Park in San Francisco, we've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the San Francisco Giants. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And on the hill for the Giants, Adrian Hauser. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
On the ground, and foul ball.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
Here's the 0-2. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And there's one down. Here's a Pirates lineup now. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Hauser, he's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. Out to short, Adames. Quick start here this evening, 2 out, top of the first.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and you know he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
2 down, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Brandon Lau. Hey! It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No doubt. Keeping guys off the base path with the way the swings and the launch angles are today, the emphasis of hitting home runs is so huge. It's never been more important.
Got him. Out number 3. And now we'll see what the Giants can do. No score. You're watching San Francisco Giants baseball on the show NorCal. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the mound for Pittsburgh in this one, Braxton Ashcraft. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
The other way, and that's a base hit. And a man aboard.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
And up next for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee had an RBI yesterday, one of the 2 runs they scored in the game.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Inside, just missed. Lee, in his third season, 27 years old, and he's a native of South Korea.
Ball.
Just
that ball went
missed.
out.
Arise gets his lead at first, nobody out. And that drops in for a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
The 3-1. Line drive. Into second, and he's got a double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Right through there for a strike. The 0-1. There's a strike. And he's the home run leader on this team, Singy. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. 2 in scoring position. Nobody out here in the second game of the series. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. On the ground to first. Down the line, and it's foul. Stays alive.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Sneaks through, base hit. 1 runs in. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Willie Adames stands in.
He's struggled to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Takes it in for the out. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Well, Boog, he's a guy to watch because he capitalizes on the big situations as well as anyone. Hitting over 350 with runners in scoring position. And you know what that means? That means he's a key player for this offense because he can really drive them in when the team needs him the most. He's been clutch all year. This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
Two on, 1 out.
Ball.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
And there's a curve through for a strike. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Oh, and this one gets away. Throws to second. He's in there. So here's Bader now. Just missed. Two on, two outs.
Hey!
Swing and a miss. One, two now. Swings and misses, struck him out. Good job at damage control right there.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here in San Francisco, digging in, Ryan O'Hearn.
Ryan O'Hearn.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Check swing called strike. 0-2 now. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson is Sunboog, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
Outside low. And the count 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one just
outside.
misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Hey!
The 0-1. That one fouled off. O'Hearn aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And there's one away.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
One out man at first. Jake Mangum, the next Pirate to hit. Here comes the 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Wild pitch. Catcher gets a piece. And the runner holds. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
The 0-1. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Swing and a ground ball. Fires over to first. That ends the inning. Pirates leave one. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Bottom of the second. And now it's the Giants DH. Elliot Ramos. Right back to him on the mound. Tosses to first. One pitch and one out.
Batting 8th, catcher Patrick Bailey.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. The 2-1. And there's a ball. Line to left, and there's 2 down.
Batting 9th, left fielder Miles Straw.
2 outs, base is empty. Miles Straw, the next Giant to hit. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. 0-1. Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Ball 2.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Two down, nobody on. Breaking ball misses down and away. And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Joey Bart.
That one way inside. Crushed left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. His first homer of the year, and we're level. It's 1-1. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Hey.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Oh, and 2 now. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. So now back to the top of the order.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
So the Pirates batting order turns over. Here's the left fielder, Spencer Horwitz. Into center and a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
A couple of singles back to back. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Next offering is down low. Ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
On the ground, could be 2. Arias has it for 1, and that's 2.
That was a much-needed double play right there. It gives him a really good shot at minimizing any further damage in this inning.
And now it's Brandon Lau.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That's smacked on a line to center. And that is that. Cannonball coming. All even now at 1-1. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Luis Arias.
Outside.
Chris, he leads the way with the best batting average on the team.
This guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
On the ground to third. On to O'Hearn. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Up next for the Giants, right fielder Jung-Hoo Lee.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
Ball inside.
Tied up here in the early going. And that drops in for a strike.
No, that's a foul ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Swing and a bouncer. Loud. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Man at first with one gone. Rafael Devers, the next Giant to hit. And ball one. The 1-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Mangum going back on this one. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Lee off of first with 2 away.
Ball one.
This one in the air, center field. And that'll do it. With 3 complete, we're tied at 1 apiece. On to extra innings. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Has been living in scoring position, a doubles machine, and in elite company.
Yeah, Boog, that swing finds the gap over and over, and that's how you flip the field and a game in a hurry.
It's not just about power with him, it's about precision. Ball placement isn't just for pitchers anymore.
Yeah, and he's mastered the art of extra bases. It's been pure chaos for outfielders when this dude steps in the box.
1 up, 1 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
O'Neal Cruz.
Swings over the top of that one. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. That's out number 2.
Up next for Pittsburgh, right fielder Jake Mangum.
Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Jake Mangum. His first at-bat was a strikeout. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Mangum goes 5 feet 11 inches, 30 years old now, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Fair ball. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Now quick throw to first. Ow! They got him, and that will end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Bottom 4, and here is Matt Chapman.
Third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Gets him to chase after that one. Bullpen action for the Pirates. Yohan Ramirez up and loosening in the pen. Matson also throwing. Got him swinging, and that's 4 strikeouts.
Up next for the Giants.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Breaking ball inside. Ball 1. Swings here and blasts one left field. That one outs against the fence. The relay throw, but he's in there easily.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
One out, runner at second. Here's Elliot Ramos. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. There's a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
1 out and a runner at second. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. That clips the corner.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Up next for the Giants, catcher Patrick Bailey.
Pitch gets away, but no advance. That's ball 1. And the 1-0.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. Bader on third with 2 out. That one ran inside, almost got him. Got him swinging for the K. Huge strikeout there. 5th inning coming up. Tied at 1. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
You know, these Pirates just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
The 0-2. Just misses with that one. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges.
Up next for the Pirates, catcher Joey Bart.
Right through there for a strike.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
The 1-1. Fouled off down the right side. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Up next for the Pirates, Connor Griffin. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. Two down, nobody on. And a ground ball
That
to
ball's
first,
foul.
but it kicks foul.
Nope.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That
No,
one is
foul
foul,
ball.
and he'll see another. In the dirt, ball 2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That misses.
Ball in.
Full count now.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. Up the middle, bounces into the outfield, base hit. So he gets a hit after a long battle with the pitcher.
Up next for the Pirates, left fielder Spencer Horwitz.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, it really doesn't matter what the situation is. When a guy like this gets on first, you know he's going to steal second at some point during the at-bat. Nice job to get in the scoring position. The defense probably knew it was coming, but they just couldn't do anything to stop it.
Man at second. Runner goes again. There's a ball. Throw to third. He's safe. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
Very risky right there to try to steal third with 2 outs and a left-hander at the plate. I mean, there's an open lane for that catcher to throw down, but he gambled. Now he's at third, 90 feet closer. Perhaps a ball in the dirt that gets away from the catcher, and they pick up a run.
That's ball 2.
That one to first,
Nope,
and a foul
foul ball.
ball. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So one left for Pittsburgh. Still tied, 1-1.
Now pitching for
Back
Pittsburgh,
now to start the bottom of the
number
5th and
49,
taking over on the mound, Yohan Ramirez.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Digging in, it's the
Leading
speedy
off,
outfielder,
the Giants.
Miles Straw.
Left
He's
fielder,
0 for 1.
Miles Straw.
ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul.
All these Giants finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
And a big swing and a miss.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call. Strong wants another look at the called strike. Gets a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they've still got both their challenges. 2-2 now. Outside with a breaking ball. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Out towards right center field. Cruz on his way over. He's got it. One down.
Up next for the Giants, second baseman, Luis Ariz.
Hard liner. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit.
Hey!
The 0-1. And that one fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Now it bounces away. Can't squeeze it. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. The 1-2. Fastball almost got him there.
Straighten him up a little bit.
In the air, right field. Mangum under it. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Giants, first baseman, Rafael Devers.
And that one inside and it hit him.
First base.
Up next for the Giants,
Willie Adames to the plate now in a high leverage spot. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Fought off foul. First and second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Fouled off. He was late. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. Marcell Ozuna, the next to hit.
The designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
Bullpen action for the Giants for the first time. Eric Miller, the lefty with big swing and miss stuff, is getting ready. Rodriguez getting cranked up as well.
Inside, ball one.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. One away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly. Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
All tied up, and we're the top half of the sixth. Right side. Two quick outs to open the top of the sixth.
Up next for the Pirates, first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
Ryan O'Hearn, the next Pirate to hit. First offering way inside, almost got him.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Two down, nobody on. And there's a strike on the outside corner, and the count 1-2. Grounds one to short. In time to Devers, and the Pirates go 1-2-3. It's the Pirates 1 and the Giants 1.
Now pitching for Pittsburgh.
Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Isaac Mattson.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Leading off for the Giants, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Gregory Soto, the southpaw, is throwing and getting that sinker dialed in. Montgomery also getting ready. 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two. The 0-2. Fastball is outside.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
That's a ball.
The 2-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. Three-two on the way. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Payoff pitch. Swings through it for the K. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Checks his swing. Now it appealed to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Ramos in the box again, takes a strike. Next offering is downstairs. And delivers outside. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the sixth. And a foul ball. Payoff pitch. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Giants are down 1-2-3. Score remains tied 1-1.
Now pitching for
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Eric Miller.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Leading off for the Pirates, center fielder O'Neal Cruz.
Check
Ball, that's
swing, he
outside.
held up, and that is ball one. Way inside, gets out of the way. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes.
Right through there for a strike.
And that
Oh, that's
just
out.
misses. Stays alive. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Payoff pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
On the ground to the left, and it stays fair. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at bat.
Just one of those at bats you almost hate to see come to an end. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Step off throw to first, and he dives back in safely. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
And fouled off. The Pirates with the go-ahead run at first here in the top half of inning number 7. In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Nick Gonzalez, the next Pirate to hit. Quick move to first. Cruz back on a dive. And now the 0-1. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Eric Miller gives way, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
Randy
the Giants,
Rodriguez
number
takes over on the mound.
73.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Ball one.
Two down. Go ahead run in scoring position. On the ground to Devers. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Pirates leave one. Score remains deadlocked at 1.
Now pitching for
We're
Pittsburgh,
back in a new pitcher
number
here to start the
31,
bottom of the 7th. Gregory Soto.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Patrick Bailey now at the plate.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform, but at some point that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Ball.
Foul ball there. The 1-1. On the corner for a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful.
Left fielder, Miles Strong.
Bunting for a hit. And
No,
safe.
he's safe.
He busted it down the line for that infield single.
This is a big part of his skill set, and he puts himself into situations where he can rely on his speed to impact the ball game, and this is just another example of it, and we'll see what else he can do now that he's on first.
Luis Ariz stands in.
No, that's down.
One away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. Bounce to the left side. Off balance feed. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Back here at Oracle Park, we're at the top of the 8th. Connor Griffin digs in now.
Ball.
Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Jose Quijada, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Walker warming up as well.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Swing and a bouncer towards third. Chapman over to first in time. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Up next for the Pirates, left fielder Spencer Horwitz.
In the air to left center. Strong has a beat on it. 2 away.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the designated hitter,
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. That one ripped right center field. Carrying well. Gone. And they grab the lead in the 8th. It's 2-1.
Nothing better than hitting a home run to put your team out in front. He's enjoying a fun trip around the bases. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow through to drive it out of here.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got the bat going too soon, and strike 2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That one came in at 99. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Pirates 2 and the Giants 1. This is Giants baseball on the show NorCal. Back here in San Francisco. On to the bottom of the 8th. Jung-Hoo Lee getting ready to hit. Line, and that's a base hit.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Liner snagged at first. Takes it to the bag himself, but he's back in time.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
1 out man at first. Willie Adames will hit next. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Dennis Santana, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. The Giants with the tying run on at first here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's outside, and the count now 2-0.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so it's a good take by him.
Check swing called strike, and that is strike 1. Oh, great stop. The feed for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Now pitching for
So the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill, Jose Butto.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Leading off for the Pirates, first baseman Ryan O'Hearn.
And first offering is fouled off.
That's a ball.
Activity in the bullpen. Hayden Birdsong appears to be getting loose. Henches, the power lefty, up as well. Swings and misses. And the count is 1-2.
Ball inside.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Foul ball.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker, get that front foot down.
And the 0-1. That one fouled off. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beat.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Mangum in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. There's a swing and a drive. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, not gonna get him. He's in there.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. It's always fun to see a double rip down the line. That one just barely stayed fair, so that was a good call by the umpire. He was all over it.
In the air, left side. He makes the grab, and that is that. So 1 left for Pittsburgh, but they still lead it 2-1.
Now pitching for Pittsburgh.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Dennis Santana.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Now it's Matt Chapman. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3.
Right through there for a strike.
One-run game, bottom 9.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series. So no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Looking to get the tying run on base. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Brings it in. 2 down.
Up next for the Giants, designated hitter, Elliot.
So it's their last chance in this one. Elliot Ramos, the next Giant to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Tap foul at the plate. The Buccos trying to close out a 1-run lead. Yeah, the home team trying to pull it out.
Ball! That pitch is out.
They're down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, a tight 2-1 ball game. Classic pitching and defense in this game. A lot of good execution, and neither team really beat themselves by way of mistakes. But ultimately, it came down to 1 or 2 key plays to make the difference for the win.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.